I am Jasmine Cacho. Here are the latest stories. President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. admitted that the benefits given to Filipino nurses are not enough and said that the government could not do much because of the lack of funds. The president said that as of August 19, the government had disbursed a total of 25.82 billion pesos worth of benefits for the country's healthcare workers, particularly the nurses, including hazard duty pay, COVID-19 sickness and death compensation, meals, accommodation and transportation allowances, life insurance, special risk allowance, and one COVID-19 allowance. He also said that he believes that the country has the ability and strength to improve the nurses' welfare. The Land Transportation Office, or LTO, intensifies the implementation of the seatbelt law. Jerry Rodriguez has the full details.
The Land Transportation Office, or LTO, has intensified implementation of Republic Act 8750 or the Seatbelts Use Act of 1999. Republic Act 8750 calls for the mandatory use of seatbelts among passengers of all motor vehicles, may it be private or public vehicle, seated in the front seats and those seats at the back row or the row behind of the driver of private cars, sports utility vehicles or SUV, and for hire vehicles on any road. Anyone who refuses to wear seatbelts need to take another seat that doesn't require seatbelt, or else the passenger will not be allowed to continue the trip, and the driver should inform passengers that there is no insurance covered in any case of accident. However, those passenger or operator with medical condition or physical disabling ailment are exempted from this law. For public utility vehicle or PUV, both driver and operator are liable to pay a fine of 3,000 pesos for every violation of not wearing prescribed seatbelt device. For private vehicle driver, 1,000 pesos penalty for not wearing seatbelt and allowing 6 years old below to sit in the front seat for the first offense. 2,000 pesos for the second offense, and 5,000 pesos for the third offense, and 1 week suspension of driver's license. For Golden Nation Network, this is Jerry Rodriguez.
The Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation, or PAGCOR, has received over 12.1 billion pesos in government money to assist communities across the nation that are vulnerable to disasters and surviving natural disasters. PAGCOR Chairman Al Tenco said that they have earmarked between 30 million pesos to 50 million pesos in disaster resilience funds for legislative districts. According to panel chairman Representative Zaldico, Ako Bicol party list, such monies are essential in maintaining the safety and survival of the country's disaster-prone areas such as their southern Luzon area or the entire Bicol region, which is battered by roughly 20 typhoons annually. We are your voice for change. We will keep on bringing updates and the latest stories. I am Jasmine Cacho. Watch these stories and News Force.
Here are today's headlines. DepEd releases updated guidelines on the suspension of classes in the event of typhoon and other calamities. DOH plans to conduct a special week of COVID-19 vaccination drive. Press Secretary Trixie Cruz Angeles advises the public to continue observing minimum public health standards as bear months kick off. PAGCOR dedicates 12.1 billion pesos to disaster preparedness. Active COVID-19 cases in Philippine National Police drop. Chairperson Margie Moran Floirendo says CCP will be closed for renovation and retrofitting. Fair and balanced news. Comprehensive reports that will take you to the heart of the action. This is News Force.